Welcome to another episode of Comix. We are 3/5 of the podcast Comix. My name is Luis as your host today. We got Mose off to the side, or maybe she's to the other side, maybe above me. I don't know, because it's different from everybody's screen. We also have Ash with the Dodger hat here, and it is the three of us.
All right, Mosby, you understand what I get, right? We have Mosby, charismatic, beautiful.
I didn't say any of that. I said she's on my left. Maybe she's on the right.
Hat.
He's got a blue hat.
And then this motherfucker pays his bills and shit. Like,
Right.
give it up. Give it up.
That's the weirdest shit. Like, I'm like the third child. My first son's going to the Navy. My other son's a cop. And
Ash is here.
Ash is here too.
he's here too.
Ash is here too.
That's not what happened. That's not what happened. All right, we're gonna open up the show again. The beautiful, charismatic Ash Fierro. Mose wants to hang out too, so we're like, come on, boy.
I guess I'm here too.
Saying it. Saying.
We are Comics Podcast. We are the comics comic book podcast that doesn't take itself too seriously. We just talk about nerd news, entertainment, have a roundtable conversation about it, and we open it up to you guys as well. So part of the comic community is having you comment, say whatever you want us to talk about, or whatever your opinion is on a conversation that we had. Let us know. You'll be part of the conversation and be shouted out on the next episode. Aside from going into nerd news entertainment, we also like to showcase what are we drinking. So even if you don't agree with our comic book views, we might be able to show you something new to drink or smoke in the future. I don't know. We'll see. Ash, what do you got?
I'm all looking at my boss.
Oh,
Okay, today, I know that Esteban has had Bullet, but he's never had Bullet and Modelo.
And
So
two liter Modelo.
big ass Modelo.
So, all right. So
Is that coming to Shasta Cola size? Shasta Cola be thick.
3-liter ass Modelo.
Yeah, it's not fat.
Asta Cola be thick.
He be girthy as fuck, yo.
Girth.
Girthy as fuck.
Real
Okay,
good.
so it is girthy.
Hmm.
Okay, so I have these two things.
1 liter
Drink it.
Modelo.
Drink it. Get.
Parties. All right. Listen, I almost said y'all, but there's been a lot of y'alls in the show already, and we're like on the intro.
You come from this guy.
And nothing wrong with a little y'all. Sprinkle it in. Sprinkle it in for
Sprinkle
flavor.
some y'alls.
Sprinkle in some y'alls for flavor. Why your eyes get like that?
Never had a bullet?
No, Spider-Man 3 with Venom. Are you guys fucking down?
Spider-Man.
The video game.
Oh, yes.
And Miles Morales.
Oh,
Venom.
yeah, but that's not a co-op game, though.
What?
It's not co-op.
It's not a cooperative experience.
That's a single player, friend.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Yeah, it's a single player, and you play as both. I know,
Yes.
bud.
But you can let me play, and you can comment while I play.
That works.
But I want the collector's edition with the statue of them two and his Venom. Oh, that looks fucking dope.
Oh, I got a Venom ass Funko Pop the other day. Hang on. I'm going to grab it just because you brought that up. Hang on.
Hang on, I'm gonna grab it because you brought it up.
Well, while Moses is grabbing that before, while I know what I said, while that's happening, oh, there he goes.
It's a
Ooh,
venomized jack-o'-lantern, right?
Venomized jacket,
Yeah, that's
dude.
fucking dope.
That's fucking dope.
Right? I was
Yeah.
like, ooh, I'll take that.
That is very cool.
Dude, Funko Pop, they took a big risk when they decided to come out with their business plan.
Right?
And it paid off in such a huge way. Like,
And dividends. People love that shit.
Yeah. Okay, I thought you were done. I thought you weren't done.
I thought it was, I wanted to interrupt you. I don't care anymore. Please continue.
A lot of wrestlers, like, I've made it when I've become in the video game.
Yeah.
But like the people of The Office knew they made it when they were a Funko Pop.
Man.
Other people, like, you know what I mean? Like once they found out, like, I'm of
I'm a
this.
pop culture icon.
Exactly. Like you never like there's probably not a different character now. There's probably Creed that has grown, but you know what I mean. Like if there was Jim, Pam, and fucking Dwight. You guys gave me 4 shots before I started the show, so there's not. No, she's judging.
I'm
Go on.
not laughing at
We
the
didn't give you
cat,
4,
dude.
bitch. We gave you 1.
I'm
I didn't know
laughing
you
at
were
the
3
cat. The cat's
That
taking a bath and it's cute.
deep.
I just been watching so like.
I was just like, y'all are the motherfuckers that told me to
But
take
Michelle
10
Pfeiffer,
shots.
though,
I'm like,
Right? You guys told me to drink for a day straight. This is on you guys. What? You were already drinking when you called.
Listen, you guys told me to do black tar heroin and then start the.
That's
what you
said.
I'm like, I'll be right back. I'm gonna run to the restroom. My camera goes off for a second. It flashes back on. I'm like, like rubber band in my mouth.
Oh no.
Don't see me.
Have you ever seen Beyond the Mat? Jake the Snake Roberts did exactly what you just said. Moving along.
Oof. All right, so real quick, we're gonna go briefly talk over
Allegedly.
the topics, even though we're like 10 minutes into the episode and you don't know like why the fuck you're watching. But if you're listening to this on YouTube, take a moment right now to hit the little thumbs up button. It really does help us out. It helps spread the word of what is Comix Podcast and helps us keep doing this stuff. Without further ado, we are going to talk about Megan Fox is going to be in a video game. We got some Godzilla news. In what capacity? You have to stay and see. The video game Stray, which revolved around a stray cat, may be signing a deal soon. What's going to happen there? The One Piece Netflix series. There's a little bit to talk about that. And lastly, specifically to listen to Ash talk about Ashoka, because I have not seen a single episode yet.
I have seen the first 3. I'm in.
All right.
With you, Ash.
Okay.
Draw.
And
A draw.
That Padawan, though.
A draw.
Ooh.
a draw.
A draw.
A draw.
A draw.
Oh, do you have a gun?
I definitely have 2 guns.
There's 4
What am I
bits
doing,
pointing around.
folks?
That's
You
gonna
might be
edited.
wondering, what the heck is she doing?
Yep.
Sorry,
Well,
guys. Yeah, please explain, Mose. What are we doing?
I am challenging my pals here to a would you rather question draw.
So who went first though? Who didn't draw?
Mose did it, then I did it, and you did it last.
You did
I
it
didn't
last
draw.
time.
What's your would you rather would be to me because I did not draw.
Nice. Okay. Would you rather have Ant-Man's powers, but you suddenly explode at odd times?
Are you
Or
talking to my ex-girlfriend or myself? Go ahead.
what's going on, buddy? What's going? Wait a minute. My would you rather has been derailed.
I exploded a couple times, guys. It's called living life on the edge.
I should have said, well, I was about to say get
You
big,
warned me.
and I realized that works too.
Great, I'm Ant-Man. Ugh. Why
You know
did I
what?
come myself?
Look how
I meant
stupid I
get
am.
big.
I winked with this eye looking
Yes.
at the camera.
You did. I saw that. Rocket Raccoon.
Rock your raccoon ass.
Oh, you didn't even wink.
We can't even get the game out.
Yeah.
I said when I said explode, I meant get big, but get big also, yeah. Yeah. Would you rather
No.
have Ant-Man's abilities, but you get big randomly,
So like now, or
or have Black Canary's screaming ability, but you can't see shit?
ugh.
Yeah.
Okay, so the screaming ability I would take because, see,
I can't see shit.
Can't see shit.
funny. I would have taken that as you have the Black Canary's screaming ability, but it's only as you're about to finish. So there's no good. But I would rather have that because if I'm goddamn though, I would have to use that as an ability though. But like imagine like, hey, are you talking to my chick? and then it's like you're only like you like
You wouldn't be able to see it happen, bitch.
You just blew up 3 people. You just blew up 3 innocent bystanders.
It would have to be like a. All right, I don't know any of those motherfuckers.
Good
God.
luck, everybody else.
You can't see. She said you're blind. You
He
got
said
black.
you're blind.
I don't know any of them before I
Oh,
do
fuck
this.
You don't know this.
He said,
That's what I'm saying.
he said, fuck it. If you happen to be in the way.
Like,
Then I would end up being that guy. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Oh fuck, Ash is here. You know,
Everybody leave. You never know when he's going to scream.
I'd rather have that ability because at least I can control it.
dude, no way. I would rather be like have the ability. Oh wait,
Yeah.
because you're
that's
saying
what
I have Ant-Man, so I'll be like normal. I'll be walking into the supermarket,
Yep.
and all of a sudden I get huge.
randomly.
Talking to work and y'all. Sorry guys. Like,
Yeah,
never know. You never
no,
know.
blind.
Most-
Yeah,
look,
I see.
I'm gonna cover you. Like if you're doing stuff and then like you could fucking blow her shit up. You could be worse than the Hulk.
Ooh, I didn't even think of that. Or like as you pull out and it just like goes on a school, like something horrible.
Wow.
Why a
Why
school?
rough?
Why
Why
is there a school?
I don't want it to be, is what I'm saying. We're on the same page, guys. I do not want it to be on a school.
Let's say guys like bring us in.
We weren't with you in this. No.
Wild
I'm
card
not
business.
gonna jizz on a school, guys.
I mean, we know you certainly aren't.
It is my belief that we should not do that.
I think we are all in agreement that that is something you should not do.
Yes. It is the podcast belief. No one.
It is my solitary belief. You should not. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, item number 1. Oh, so sorry, we should go back into the game. Fuck,
To the
this
game.
episode is. If you guys are listening to this, you guys like us as people. It has
Okay.
nothing to do with the shit we're going to talk about. So welcome to the ride.
At any random time, any one of us can yell draw. At the whoever yells draw, the last person to draw has to answer the what would you rather. The person that does the draw has to have a would you rather. That's all this is. We're trying it out because this is the fun group. Moving on.
All right, so we got Megan Fox is cast in Mortal Kombat 1. Nitara, as far as I know, is an original character. She plays a vampire.
Ask you a question.
Yeah.
Once you do you suddenly not take it serious?
Once I read it,
Once you hear that casting, do you begin to not like, oh, you're going that route? Like
I
you're
mean,
going
to take her serious, or are you talking about the game?
is this for the movie? No, is this the game
No,
or the movie?
no, the video game.
Oh, this is the game. I thought this was for the movie.
yeah, do all your games.
Oh, then I could care less. I could care less.
Got it. Yeah, no. So she's voicing a character. Now, so Mortal Kombat's really known for doing this. Every time they come out with a new game, they bring other like old school actors to come in, reprise the roles. Like, they restructure Shang Tsung to look like the actor from the Mortal Kombat Shang Tsung, and they even brought him into the studio to do the voice lines. So when you pre-order the game, you can get the skin of him with his voice line, like with his voice doing the audio for that character.
Okay.
So I enjoyed that. Now, NetherRealm is the same studio that did Injustice, and for the first Injustice game, they hired Stephen Amell and Grant Gustin to be alternative skins for Green Arrow and Flash, and they were doing the audio cues and even, obviously the skin.
Smart.
So like they do things for the nerds often.
Of course.
Now,
it's also awesome. SAG-AFTRA, whatever the fuck. That's also awesome that it's another job to have while that shit. You know what I mean? But it'd be good to have a union to be able to make union money on these random fucking things. Because yes, you're that character, but also there's a reason people are going to go see your movie.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it is Grant Gustin. Like, if Grant Gustin was ever announced as the Flash, which we keep saying, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not a WB product. It's that motherfucker's image.
Yeah.
why certain other people didn't fucking work.
Yeah, very well. Very certain other people that will remain unnamed. But yes. But Mortal Kombat's very known for doing this. They did that with also Ronda Rousey. Last year, she voiced Sonya Blade.
Yes.
So the only one they've announced so far, there's two they announced. One was Jean-Claude Van Damme for a skin of Johnny Cage, and the other one was Megan Fox.
A young Jean-Claude Van Damme, or
now Jean-Claude Van Damme.
How old is Johnny Cage supposed to be at this point?
Well, the thing is, okay, the thing about this game's a reboot. And they're essentially at the end of the last game, how it ends in the story mode is one of the villains is like this time travel person. They end up breaking his ability and it changes time. So now in this retelling of this universe, Liu Kang is now the god. I don't know god of what. I want to say fire, but that's too easy. But whatever, he's a god. And then Raiden is a normal fucking monk. So Raiden and Kung Lao are normal monks, while Liu Kang is the god character. And so this is like essentially retelling of the first tournament. It's like this time started.
Interesting. I should really finish that story mode. I started it, and then I was like, matches. Fuck this. Let's go.
What's up, buddy?
What if this fucking tournament was in like not a dreamland, but a thing where you experience your own death, but you're out of the tournament, but you're not really dead. You can show up in part 2, but part 3 and 4 or whatever, you've experienced your death so many times. The storyline is you've experienced your death 4 times. Like, you know what I mean? Like how much you could fuck yourself up mentally.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like instead of it's like we could watch Street Fighter 18, but nobody dies. But you got to see, fatality. Like instead of killing the character, you're in a land where you only experience your own death, but you still ultimately live. And whether you come back or not, that's a story of in itself. I don't know. I think it's good. I just so that like whoever died with the fucking spinning hat thing, he doesn't have to die. Like, and also it doesn't cornhole you into who has to die in different tournaments.
And well, Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter's been doing this too. Is like with every game, it ages with the time. So like Ken and Ryu are in the latest Street Fighter, but they're old as fuck. Like, and it's evident that they're introducing these new group of characters, and it's like, all right, these guys are going to go out. Like 2 Mortal Kombats ago, where they did the soft reboot, or no, 3 Mortal Kombats ago, where they did the soft reboot of Mortal Kombat 2. All the characters since then have aged. And so it makes sense that they did a reboot situation, because they're like, we need to bring back the characters that the people that were kids in the 90s are adults now, and they can.
But they've experienced their death a million times with brutality.
Oh, yeah.
So it would make sense in a movie if Keanu plays Scorpion.
I thought this whole time you were talking about video game, bud.
No. Okay. Just to make it make sense, where like if you see Keanu die, like you can still see him in the next movie. He just experienced his death, and in tournament 2, like I don't know, a lost island.
I have been lost as fuck this whole conversation. Like, what the fuck? Bro, I did not. I was like, "What? See your death in the video? What?"
No, I get it. I get where he was going with it.
I thought he was talking video game too, but once you said movie, I'm like, "Oh, okay." Instead of having the character die off, they just acknowledge that they died because they know they're a character. Got it.
Like imagine a Gary Oldman playing Raiden, who's experienced his death over and over and over, and them telling him you have to do your last tournament. Like that would be his whole fucking storyline. Like. His legacy would be this last fucking thing, and he makes it to the last guy and just make fucking Gary Oldman, dude. He would fucking play that awesome.
Okay,
you say Gary Oldman
died a million times. or turn into the Highlander.
What's the name of the guy that he was like? Oh my God, Gary.
What's the name of the guy that, oh my God, he like?
I am so sorry. He was like in a family show, black dude, really short.
Gary Coleman.
Thank you. I thought that's who you meant. When you say Gary Coleman will play the fuck out of Raiden, I'm like, who?
Oh, fuck.
I was but you were so confident, and I was looking at Mose. I'm like, he's fucking crazy, right? And she's in it with you, dude. Like, I'm by myself. I'm really gonna be the one to say this. Like, he would, if he was still alive, he would suck as Raiden.
I'm really picturing Gary Coleman fucking playing
or whatever the hell he says. Like,
I can't even breathe right now.
Yo, y'all silly. I cannot.
Even fucking Jim Gordon, like, he made that role better than it fucking should have been.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that could have been easily, like, no offense to J.K. Rowling, I haven't felt like a Jim Gordon, like, I feel for you, bro.
Oh,
dude, my son, like I haven't felt like that.
The Batman, I thought he did it. Homeboy did it so well. The dude from Westworld,
right? Pointing at me, like pointing at me instead of my son, like having to choose, and he still chose without choosing. Like, come on.
No,
bro.
I'm saying the Gordon that was in the Batman. You didn't feel that way for him?
I did but I felt that he
doesn't have like a family element to him, but his is more of like Batman. I got you.
Right. No, especially during that scene when I'm beating you up, like that scene in whatever. There was no I needed to get there. I've earned your respect.
Just do it.
I know you're not gonna kill. That was like, hey, you caught somebody once on a B&E. We're good. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's the extent of what we got. I know that was like year 2, but it wasn't explained as good. But moving on. Hopefully part 2 is good. I saw that movie in the theater twice and haven't made myself sit down for 3 hours since.
The Batman?
You saw that movie in the theater. You're bugging. Twice?
I think I did too, actually.
In the theater? No. That movie was not worth watching a second time in the theater.
It is Batman. Oh.
No way.
That's why when I say I like The Flash and then you guys hate it, I
because it wasn't good, Ash. Because it wasn't good.
Batman was not good. All right.
The Batman was fucking good. Watch it again.
It was all right.
Watch it again. Do some happy fun things beforehand. You watch that shit, you'll get dialed in. Dude, that movie's fucking legit.
It's good. Out Twilight.
He was all like, always like to the side and just like shaky in the voice and shit. And I was just like, what's going on with this guy?
He was not shaky.
One time,
do you know who I am? Like, why? What? Like, why? Why he asked that?
I don't know, dude. I fucking dug it. Like, I thought it did such a good job of portraying that Batman is his identity and Bruce Wayne is the alter ego.
Yes.
Is like,
agreed.
Because Batman, he's like just fucking solving riddles and just very just confident, stoic. But then when he was Bruce Wayne, he's like very awkward. You're saying like the fucking berries.
When Michael Keaton shows up to the masquerade party not wearing a mask, that was his mask. That was your
Yep.
That was your and also the reason fucking he has everything with Catwoman, but he'll bone down with anybody. It is Catwoman has the shit because also Catwoman.
Who is Catwoman boned down with? You don't know her life. I don't even like Catwoman.
I'm saying those two characters are the only two characters that didn't show up without a mask, but their entire life has been in a mask. That has been a beautiful thing because
they did that same shtick in Batman Forever They did the same shtick. Like that's not a new theme. Bruce's the
They
Mask has
did
been
the
in
same
every
thing
Batman.
in the movie that was after it. Is that what you're saying?
No,
Batman Forever.
he's talking about the Keaton. He's talking about part 2.
Oh, I thought you were back on the Batman again.
Well,
I
I
can see
started
both
that.
of you,
Well,
Ash.
I was saying that as far as that's his mask, and so he brought
From
it
my
back
theater.
to part
Right,
2.
and I'm like, yeah, that's like the running gag of Batman. That's his whole thing. Bruce
But
is not.
that's so great, and I thought that all I was saying was that in the Batman,
I
Matt
didn't
Reeves
understand all
Batman,
the eyeliner. I didn't understand the emo bangs. I didn't. I don't remember reading that Bruce had an emo phase. I don't remember that. So
are you? He absolutely. I said less emo, more metalhead because he was
yes,
so
that
angry,
one I could. That one I could get with.
angry. But I didn't feel emo with Matt Reeves
It felt
Batman.
like he was autistic, bro. That's what it felt like.
It felt like he was definitely disconnected from the world. He didn't look like he gave a shit. Like
definitely felt like he was processing on a different wave.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like if this is he's only been doing this for a year, so he just started year 2. That makes sense to me. Of like you're dedicated and like
It makes sense was like having Gordon's like, here's everything, and like, you know what I mean? Like it took a long fucking time.
it took a lot of time, and
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the monologuing style of it. Watch it again. I'm telling you, watch it again now that you've already because Batman is such an IP that when a movie's coming out, your default is it better be the shit. If it's not, get out of my face. And so even if it's not what you expect, and I make the same argument with The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi, everyone hated it, as did I when I went to go see it in theaters. You watch it again now knowing what The Last Jedi was. To me, it became one of my favorite Star Wars films. Which is a very bold statement. Now, did the whole casino scene need to happen? Do I think that's the shit? No.
Can I ask you a question?
Yep.
The Last Jedi versus the Mandalorian when he was fucking crushing a motherfucker.
Oh, no question.
Oh,
Mandalorian, no question.
Always wanted to see, and I think that was the Luke that we expected in return. But
Yes.
had it not been what a Jedi has become over time and over fucking books and whatever, like the fucking Luke that showed up, and there was I bring this up every fucking time. The fucking Luke that showed up and Darth's first introduction, fucking iconic, son.
Yep.
And it's the way they did it was like almost an homage to that. It's so fucking cool. And then he just makes it to the last person and doesn't do shit but fucking crush him with it. And it's almost like you're playing the game of Phantom Unleash, and you've killed so many people, you made it to like your special. Or if you're Mosby, crush, 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 because she's specials all day, son.
Yeah, she does.
But
Check us out on our Twitch.
I special so much because I build up to that special so quick.
So what am I gonna do? Hold on to this shit?
Hold on to it? Come on. What am I playing here or what?
You were gonna say something else, Mose?
I was gonna say we're still on topic 1.
We are still. Oh, that's what you're doing. Anyway, watch it again. Anybody listening, watch it again. And appreciate the similarities to Mask of Phantasm, the animated film that came out in '94, I believe.
Yeah.
Because in interviews, he has even said when they asked like who was your Batman, he said Kevin Conroy, and that his motivation going into this film was Mask of Phantasm. Knowing that, watch the film. And it is this movie.
The last question I'll ask you: are there certain properties that came out that Kevin Conroy was not a part of, where you're like, "Oh, this doesn't count"?
I mean, I'm guilty of that. Even shit that Kevin Conroy has been a part of. It's like because it's.
So you were like, "Oh, this doesn't count."
No, like because if you're reading stuff, it's like, oh, this was a good story. But then if it doesn't make sense in your head, you just kind of move it along of like, oh, this doesn't really fit anywhere, but it was a cool story. And then you just go on to the next story. Like
sidebar.
Yeah. Like I used to think of comic books as a linear thing, of like, this happened as the origin, this happened as the middle, this happened as the end. Because the truth is, there's so many different variations of it. You just pick the ones you like and be like,
No,
I
there's that
love,
where the Joker
Grant Morrison's run or whoever the writer is.
Yeah. No, there's some animated stuff where they did the voice where like, somebody died and not really,
Yeah.
what I mean?
Well, like The Last Laugh, I wasn't the biggest fan of that animated.
I still don't want to know why Batman laughed at that.
Well,
I get it.
Yeah.
But I want to know.
Hush. For me, it was Hush.
The worst one?
The one that I just Hush. He's always been my least, like, I think he's the dumbest Batman villain. Hush.
I enjoyed the book Hush.
Batman. Hush. No, the book. I think Hush is so stupid. I don't know. He has no reason to be a villain.
Wait, are we talking about the same thing? Hush is the guy that
the comic book, or doing
made himself look like?
Yeah,
I'm doing both. I'm talking about both. Well, I mean, I read the book, of course, and then the movie. I watched it, but like that tagline, "Hush, Batman, hush." Like, what the fuck is that?
I was very intrigued with the villain.
Who is you?
He has nothing. He has no motivation to be a villain other than your life was cooler than mine.
All right, she's got a point there. It's
like
she got a point.
Like what? Like, I became a villain to destroy your entire world because you had pants for a little longer than I did. Like what?
Walk in as Bruce, and you're walking up to another Bruce in the Arkham series.
What a waste of money. Because if you didn't get all the fighting skills, then you fucked up.
Should have spent all those tens of thousands of dollars.
Learn how to fight, bitch.
Yeah, learn how to fight, motherfucker. All right, so we're moving on from Megan Fox in Mortal Kombat 1 casting.
Yep.
Next topic. Godzilla -1 is the new Toho Godzilla film that's coming out. And it is coming out in theaters December 1st.
Okay.
Who here is watching it? I know I am.
In the theaters? No.
I'm not even going to lie to you, Luis.
Can't lie to you. Not in the theaters. Definitely once it gets on streaming. Yes.
What about you, Ash?
That is one of those. I'm into it, but I would go like, hey, y'all want to go see Godzilla? Yes. But I wouldn't make my way to see it myself.
You wouldn't seek people out the way you did for like Flash, right? Because you're like, dude, Keaton's in it. I'm gonna fucking see that opening weekend. Which one of you motherfuckers is going with me?
Right.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely gonna be there because I'm such a fan. And what's interesting is they finally explained what the title Godzilla -1 means. Is they often refer to post World War II Japan -1 due to the atomic bomb that got dropped, and so the setting is World War II just ended. They're at their worst, and then Godzilla shows up on -1, which is
damn. He said, "Take a little more."
He's like, "Fuck, yo, shit." Yeah, woke me up with that bomb. Yeah.
What did Japan do?
so that's how the movie starts, and so that sounds very interesting. Even though it's not
actually is more appealing,
right? It's like, oh, these guys are they've got no military resources. They're spent. Like, what do?
We can't hear you, Ash. Shit.
Yeah.
You gotta say draw. I didn't hear it. I already did it. We did it. I was last. What's the draw?
Your draw is: would you rather star in a soap opera and make it huge?
Okay.
Or would you rather be respected but not till you're dead?
Ooh. That's actually a really good one for me because I think about that kind of shit all the time. Like, is it gonna matter once I'm gone? They're gonna Van Gogh me? Oh, that's good. Soap operas are so ass, though. Gotta be corny as hell.
Like Megan Fox, it got to the point what we're talking about. started where she's, and then it's, you know what I mean?
Nah, I pick respected after I'm dead. And here's why. Heroes come and go, but legends never die. They'll be talking about me long after I'm
You never feel that.
Huh?
You never feel that. All your hard work.
In the afterlife, I'll feel it. You'll be talking about me, and your children's children will be talking about me.
That's smart. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you guys think I was gonna say like smoke 9 dicks or whatever the fuck?
That's what I thought.
Those
are coming. Don't you worry.
Don't you worry.
Those are coming on me.
Smoking 9 dicks.
Those are coming ever.
Oh, it's like that clip of the girl who was interviewing that woman that's interviewing Carl Urban and Henry.
She wanted 5 guys. Yeah,
5 guys. She's like
they're both
to 5 guys, and they're like 5 guys.
What's a 5 guys like?
They're like, what is 5 guys? She's like,
I've never had a 5 guys burger.
Oh,
really? 5 guys is fun.
Nope. 5 guys is. I like their French fries.
That's what a lot of people say. Their fries are
I like their
shit.
fries. Yeah.
The burgers are good.
Right. Yeah, I'm like the burgers. The burger's a burger. It's not like knock you over or phenomenal, but it's
but the fries are legit. It's like if they were to swap places with In-N-Out.
They trying, but they don't have combos. They sell everything individually, like the Habit.
There's nothing even special about In-N-Out other than like the burger, fucking amazing, but it's not anything. But it's good.
They got animal style. They'll always be winning the market with that because I love extra pickles on my burger. And they do cool ass milkshakes as well. You can go in there and get a chocolate covered strawberry milkshake. You can get a Neapolitan milkshake.
You like black olives?
I do like black olives.
I tried to fucking order a pizza with black olives and they get looked at like,
oh fuck right. No.
My wife does on pizza is the best.
It is the best. My wife doesn't like it, but that used to be my jam. Like,
oh no,
pepperoni, black olives, and mushroom.
Mine is like extra cheese, black olive, and chicken.
Chicken.
People ask why I like a pasta salad, and it's a fucking Italian sauce and the fucking
cold ass noodles,
black olives.
Cold ass noodles. Why are you eating cold noodles?
See, but anyway, but yes, we're vibing on the same shit.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Man, make my pants tight. God damn it, Ash. Making my penis hard.
You know how to be on a diet because we just talking about food and your pants is
Somebody say food?
We're talking about hot chicks. We're talking about food.
Now I want to go get a slice.
Now I need to go get some pants. All right, moving on.
I can hit up Domino's right now.
Oh God, I'm thinking about pizza. I got a local pizza spot that has like some like legit New York style pizza.
That big thin slice. I love it. I love that one. Oh, so good.
That's in Long Beach then.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we do the Comic-Con, we're gonna do a piece of pizza.
I'm down.
Got it.
I won't be in town.
In Texas.
Yeah, but we can. But we can discuss.
We can do it at some point, someday.
Yeah, because I mean, they always have conventions over here. It could be some anime convention, just the sake of. We could talk about this off the air, but shit's coming soon, guys. If you're listening to this, stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Stray, the video game.
Was that a throw up or?
Stray, I bought the game.
You did.
I did.
My sister played it. I
haven't. It.
Oh, Ash, if you're interested, and anybody listening to this, it is on the PlayStation catalog.
What are you talking about?
It's called Stray.
Right.
Okay.
Like a stray cat. Yeah.
Okay.
And so you play as a stray cat that's fulfilling missions, and they signed a deal to do an animated movie. And
exciting.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, definitely, because like there's more video games getting movie properties, but like I'm interested in I'm only interested in Five Nights at Freddy's because I know that's what the younger generation likes, and my nephew that's 15 like goes hard for this thing, so I'm excited for him. And so I'm like, but I never played the game, so I never got the hype, and like he's even showed me on his phone. He's like, "Look, you do this, you look at this camera, and then you have to check all the cameras." I'm like, "So you don't move around? You don't do it? No, you look at the cameras." I'm like, "That's a game how?" Like, I just don't get it, and that's okay. Like,
I don't understand it either.
Five Nights at Freddy means the fucking Freddy Krueger.
No, we talked about this last time.
I know, but it started at TBS. So
it is not related to Freddy Krueger at all.
He says, "Zip it." We already discussed this.
No, we did this last week. He's like we were talking about the movie that's gonna come out. Yeah. And he's like, Freddy Krueger always creeped me out, but maybe I'll see it. I'm like, it's not Freddy Krueger. Like,
not Freddy Krueger.
He's like, well, Five Nights at Freddy's, it was a show, and it's like,
no.
And it was. Andres agreed with you. It was a show, but it's like that's not what this is. This is a ghetto Chuck E. Cheese with.
Yeah, it was like it's animatronic, like a fox and a chicken and a bear, I think.
Yeah, and the bear.
I've seen a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's. Never mind. I'm gonna keep that to myself. Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, like so, like the game is
the content. Like what?
Come on.
I see Five Nights at Freddy's porn, y'all.
Right.
It is not as good as you think it's gonna be. I didn't think it would be good.
Right.
I never said that. Cut that part out.
I thought that bear dick was gonna look legit.
And he's gonna
pulls down his pants, and it's a white penis. Why am I see some white penis for? On the bear?
He lasted 3 days.
Bear though.
Was it 5 nights?
Not 5 nights, yeah. But yeah, like it's like 5 cameras, different rooms, and you're just having to like, as if you're looking at the animatronic can't move. And then you have to do that with all the cameras, so you just have to keep
closer and closer to you or some shit, right?
And just how long can you last?
Wow.
What?
Okay. Well,
Yep.
Stray's not like that.
Stray isn't that way. So I never played it. My sister played it. She loved it, and I always intended to play it. But it's on the PlayStation catalog. If you are a PlayStation Essentials subscriber, you can play that game at the PS5 version, where you can get the DualSense controls and everything.
Multiple?
No.
Well, you just play as one cat and you solve puzzles. You're trying to make your way. So you start off outside and you get washed down into the underbelly of society, and humanity has become robots. And so the cat's trying to find its way back outside.
Okay.
That's the whole point of the game. And in the meantime, you come across it's actually kind of deep for what it is. And it can be a little like there's frustrating parts, but it's very cute. And the cat does cat stuff. Like you can make him scratch up the couch leg and play with the ball.
How long each lasts?
Say that again.
We can even do a half hour of how long each of us lasts.
Oh yeah. Well, I've played it and I've beat it.
Talking about Stray? Or are you talking about Five Nights at Freddy's?
Oh, wait, yeah. Which one are you talking about?
Well, the one that won. Don't make it seem like she didn't get into fucking.
Yeah, like she's talking about Stray, and I'm invested in the conversation and be like, "You'll be great." Nothing of what she said.
Sidebar.
No, but okay, so since I'm the only one that has this particular game, it's funny if all of us have a particular game, we could all just, even if we don't have the game, I will talk a lot of shit to you. Go hunt that chick. Not that kind of game, bro.
Yes, sir. Yeah. That sounds like a wonderful plan.
Sign me up. Yeah.
Sold. Oh, I will talk so much shit. Yeah.
The most shit talking. It's coming. But yeah, check out Stray. It's fun. It's chill. I'm excited that they're gonna get the movie.
Ash, you should play it and live stream it, and then we can all talk shit as you play as this little kitty cat.
Aww.
You know what's crazy? I love kittens. Motherfucking cats. The fucking fact that they could drop your TV and it'll walk away, I can't do it.
Oh, these motherfuckers, they've definitely done that.
I'm like, oh, bro, no. I can't do anything about it. Like, at least a dog would be like, hey, listen, I trashed up your fucking couches and I did everything, but at least they did those puppy dog eyes. Like, at least there's something. Cats just look at you like, okay, so
Fuck
what
you,
else?
Bitch. Yeah. My house.
It might be why I'm single, but
Depressing.
Too soon. Okay.
But Ash answers to no pussy. Like, yep, that's
Wait
why
a
you're
minute now. Y'all silly.
talking about cats.
Talking
Luis?
about, yeah, we all over the place. We all over the map this evening. And that's
Yeah.
okay. And that's okay.
But you know what? I know in talking about being all over the map, let's talk about One Piece.
Yeah.
One Piece. So good.
So
Boy.
I absolutely loved it, but I'm also familiar with the anime.
Same.
My wife, not being of really anime knowledge, she enjoyed the show. Like the first episode, we watched it, and then she's like, "It was good, right?" And I was still indifferent. Like something about being an anime fan or a nerd, for that matter, when they do something with a property that I respect, I hate that I do this, but I almost sit there with my arms crossed, like impress me, and like
Basically,
I'm waiting for me to tap out. Like, give me an excuse. I will tap out right now. And so it didn't do that, but it also didn't blow me away the first episode. And so my wife looks at me, she's like, "Did you like it?" I'm like, "I'm not sure. They did some stuff different. Like, do you want to watch another one?" She's like, "No, I'm good." I'm like, "Okay." Like, and so we went on to something else. 2 days later, I'm like, "Hey," or the very next day, "Can we watch more One Piece?" She's like, "Yeah." But on the episode, at the end of the episode, leaves with a cliffhanger, and she's like, "Can we start the next one?" I'm like, "Yeah." Hit it. Third episode, she's crying. She's crying with the Zoro part, losing his friend. Like, and that's when I knew I got her. I was like, "Oh, you're in." And this is not someone, again, that's very big into like nerd culture. She's into it because I'm into it. She does it to kind of be into me. But that is your casual viewer, and she was hooked. And then we fucking killed it within the next day. And she's just like she was in awe. Like, I fucking cried so much in that stupid show. Like, the Nami scene killed me. I thought that fucking girl killed it.
They really went there.
Mose, I know you watched it. You finished it before I did.
I did.
What did you think about it?
All on Saturday. So like I had held off. So it came out like what, Tuesday? And I had held off because I was nervous. I was like, oh gosh, there's been a lot of hype. There's a lot of expectation around this. One Piece is what, the longest running, one of the longest running at this point.
The longest running, yeah.
It's like, it's precious to most of the fans. We're very like serious about it. And so I was just like, I know y'all are saying Oda is involved. I like that kid that plays Luffy. What's his name? Inaki, I think. I like that kid because I saw him on another show on Netflix called The Rejects, where he was playing a chupacabra. And so I was already introduced to him and his energy, and I think he's adorable. So I was like, I could see him as Luffy. So I had that hope, like this shit might really turn out good. So I waited until Saturday and I binged it all in one day. And each episode just got better. And even though there were little things that I was like, or, it was just like, oh, that's not what he said. That's not what he was wearing. Y'all, what about that guy? I did a couple of those, but the people that they did get to show up and the things that they did include, I was like, that's a pretty damn good adaptation. This has got to be, I'm going to go out there on that limb and say this is the best anime adaptation, live action adaptation I've ever seen. I'm all in.
Absolutely.
All in.
Absolutely agreed. It was one of the few shows that I watched and I was angry that I had to wait for more.
Oh man.
Like the next day and the day after that, I was like, how is there not more? Like, I want to watch it again. The last time I got this excited over a show was Daredevil season 1 on Netflix.
Ooh.
When I killed that first season, I was like, right when that last episode finished, I wanted to start the next one. Or like the first episode again. Like, let me just re-enjoy this whole thing. And then when I met my wife, she had never seen it, so that was my perfect excuse.
Fun.
Like, anybody listening to this, the only thing better than enjoying your favorite show is getting to introduce your favorite show to someone that's never seen it and relive emotional moments through their fresh eyes. because you remember what you felt like at that time. So you're waiting for that scene, like when you're watching Dexter and Rita's dead in the tub, and you're just like waiting for your, like, whoever you're watching it with, like, you're gonna see it, you're
Here
gonna
it
see
comes.
it,
You're watching their face, just like
right?
that.
And be like, that's not true. He's dreaming, right? And it's like, yeah.
Are they?
Um,
Oh my
but
gosh.
yeah, so Ash, One Piece, I know you're not a big anime fan.
No,
Me
no,
and Mose
no.
watched it.
Waiting because they shut the fuck up. Do that whole
Ooh,
thing.
wait. Ooh.
There was this Daredevil needs to be an hour and a half.
What?
This Daredevil is 10 seasons, right? It's Charlie Cox learning and fucking doing that fucking scene,
The whole scene.
almost like the Protector scene that
Oh,
Tony Jaa fucking. Oh, that fucking scene's amazing.
Yep.
But that fucking hallway scene
Hallway
is
scene.
going to be iconic forever. It's
I love me a good hallway scene. Oh yeah.
probably the same reason why you like don't touch anything. Like it's still always going to be him. They're not going to fucking ever like DC any of him. You know what I mean? It's like it's going to be, and it's even in She-Hulk. It's still like, okay, we're going to get him in the yellow suit, but he's still going to be Charlie Cox, all like charming, but still weird, but charming, but like my charm is going to fucking win over every scene we ever fucking do. And it's fucking great. But it builds on so many fucking things. What was your question?
One Piece.
I know you're not a casual anime fan, but would you watch it with the high reviews that me and Mose are giving it?
Right. That's what I was trying to bring to that was I wasn't hyped about She-Hulk, but there was the thing that was going to make us intrigued about it. Like, fucking Daredevil is he'll hook up with everybody. That's why he fucking did the walk of shame. But at the same time, Daredevil is still like a well-respected. We would have felt the same way, even more so, if it was fucking Hugh Jackman that did the walk of shame. Like, goddamn, that would probably be in like a Deadpool movie, but that would be hilarious to see, like him walking past like Sabretooth or fucking Deadpool, like, don't talk to me, bro. Like it was just anyway. One Piece I've not seen anything of, but I was just trying to convey.
In conclusion, would you watch it?
There's the difference of Ben Affleck that's trying to convey an entire story as opposed to a 4-season of you grew fucking with me to the point where we're dealing with
absolutely agree
coming in. We're dealing with Daredevil like brought in fucking Foggy, who we like, fucking care about more now than we've, you know what I mean, like. But we cared about the character.
And see, and that's a very interesting point that you make, because what was the other one? Full Metal Alchemist. They made a real life movie of that, and so a show that ran 40 plus episodes. They crammed it down to an hour and a half. It's not going to be like I didn't hate it, but it wasn't good. In my good conscience, I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. But it was like, oh, that's what they would look like in real life. That's cool. But
you judge that on like the same way we do Batman, the same way we do like, oh, that makes sense because of the stuff we've already saw or read.
Yeah.
You're counting on a lot of things, and it's like you have to, like, as we're talking about anime, like, oh, that makes sense. That's really good. One Piece Man, they're doing this justice and they're doing this, whatever. Like the same thing I said about Ahsoka. I've not seen any of the Rebels, any of the whatever, but they've attacked it in a way where like oh, new character, but you guys know who that is. But I'm attacking it like that's what's so great about the show is you've already seen that. That's Starboy, which has not shown up yet. I don't think yet because I'm only on episode 3. But you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So anyway, moving on.
All right. One Piece. Will you be watching it?
He never answered. He still hasn't answered.
You will.
That's why I'm
All right.
fucking dying.
Your homework assignment for both Mose and me. Watch it,
Yes.
and on our next episode, you will give a review, a non-anime fan review.
Well, that sounds cool. That sounds.
I think so because me and Mose, we have a bias because we already
Okay.
like the anime, we know of the anime, and so when they start to do it, part of our amusement is I can't believe how close to the anime you made this thing.
Pretty
Yes.
damn close. It's pretty good. Yeah.
One thing I will say before we move on, and you've already agreed.
It's
The
Brittany Blood done. You can't go back.
You already, it's sold. You're gonna watch it. And that's what you're talking about on the next episode. And I will edit this clip and post it again to pressure you.
Dang,
The actor that plays Sanji in One Piece
Okay.
took his role so seriously. His name is
Wow.
Taz Skylar. First of all, gorgeous man. Second of all, he committed himself so much to this role. His character in the anime, he's a chef. He's the chef of the pirate crew, and so as such, he never wants to damage his hands. So he always fights with just his legs, and usually with his hands in his pockets. So when Oda was producing this movie, he was saying that he wanted the fighter to make sure that the fighter never uses his hands. Like that was a very important thing.
That's cool.
The actor,
The producer knew that, but like the director did not.
the
No.
director had a vision. The director is a super fan.
Right. But that's what's
He's black
He's-
too.
you
Yep.
need that fucking comic book nerd
Yeah.
to know that.
A black one at that.
And
But you knew that, you know what I mean? Like, hey bro, if he does this, like
yeah.
the character.
And he requested a couple reshoots. Oda, the creator of it. But the director, because he's a super fan, he's just like, absolutely. Like they
Sure.
even organized the actors that were going to play the central characters to meet Oda, the creator, and have a conversation to like really understand the heart of these characters.
Yes. Did
Now-
you see him put the straw hat on the kid's
hear
head?
this?
Aw.
Yeah.
And one other thing that I wanted to say is when the dude got cast as the chef, he took on Taekwondo, which is a leg-based martial art.
Heavy. Yes. A lot
He just posted that he got his black belt.
hey.
And so this movie's been in production for 3 years. And so he started cooking lessons and he became a Taekwondo artist. And so he posted about it that all of the stunt, he does have a stunt double, but all of the kicks that you see being thrown, all of the like trick kicks are all him. The stunt double only came in when he had to take hits on certain parts, but that he did it all and he wanted to do it all because he understood the
Oh,
He
gravity
wanted
of
to
the role.
somebody so much, and then he didn't want to take any of the kicks.
Okay. No,
He
I
said,
mean,
I'm
he
kicking
didn't
the
say
shit out
he
of
did
you.
it
You're not
because
kicking
he
me.
did mention that his
right? Like, okay, so he wanted to kick
I'm kicking you.
him.
You're not kicking me.
He had to get it. Like, oh, right.
I'm all good, son. But I just have so much respect in if you love property that much, you're gonna take it seriously.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, okay, what does he do? He fights in this martial art. Okay, I'm gonna study that until we start filming. Like,
yeah.
that's a fucking dude that's down. Like, you know, and you have the ability to do a stunt double. He's like, no, I want to be the one to do it. Like,
Dude, there's people that break down the John Wick scenes where like he's facing somebody that does Taekwondo. Like he does Taekwondo, you do fucking Kung Fu. Like there's breakdowns of that shit. Like, and it's Keanu.
yeah,
It's fucking crazy. That's why I will do One Piece.
check it out, man. I think check it out next week. Let us know. Non-biased review. What do you think?
Okay.
That'll be a
Again,
fun segment.
all of these are, I don't know. They're going against any character.
But that's
don't know.
good. When you start blowing up the comics chat, me and Mose will know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But that's great, though, because, again, the Star Wars stuff is like,
You know what's supposed to happen. You're like, when does he become Vader? Like, you already have this pre...
not at all. Again, I've always waited for, in Kenobi, when he was fucking raising all the rocks, I was like, I've always wondered when was that? Because even when they were fighting, he just fucking gave up. Like if it was Kenobi scene and like I'm about to kill you, but you're my homie's son, or you know what I mean, like, or my homie's dad, like, oh, that would be fucking even more like, especially since the way he fucking went out himself was like, oh, like, bro, you're about to kill my son. Like the entire time, this is about been. I was right, like the whole time has been not about me. It was about you and my son. The whole fucking time, I was ready to give up my shit, and then you just told me like, kill. Like you just told like the whole time. That's fucking heartbreaking. Like my whole life was me to fucking pass this, and then you just said to kill my son. That's fucking Star Wars, bro. That's fucking. You think about fucking Anakin, you're breaking my heart. Like, oh, how do you not?
You feel things. It's all right. We can feel things.
Deep inside.
I'm also the same guy that loves Beavis and Butthead.
Beavis and Butthead is also good. So, one last thing about One Piece that I wanted to say. That it is in the top 10 in 93 countries.
Wow, that's impressive.
It is top in 85 countries. And if it makes it to 86 countries, show.
That's Luis. Here's your question.
He's been waiting. Look, he's excited.
I have to come up with now what it is because, all right, here's your question, Luis. Would you rather steal your best friend's car that has a baby in it? You already know.
We're already like, baby.
That has this baby in it. You're going to steal the car that has this baby in it. Okay?
Okay.
Or two, you're going to. It's bad. Okay. You're going to. She's already out. You're going to star in a Forrest Gump Excalibur movie, but be the worst part of the movie.
Forrest Gump Excalibur movie.
You're saying Caliber movie, like a Forrest Gump type.
Forrest Gump is a
not Excalibur, not the sword that King Arthur uses.
I heard
that's Excalibur,
right? I heard
like you're saying a Forrest Gump Caliber
phallic symbol. I'm not making.
Wow. Hey yo, he really threw me with that because I was like, "What's Forrest?"
You could be in Forrest Gump as that scene, or what I said.
Would you rather steal a car with a baby in it, or be in a Forrest Gump-like movie, but you got the worst part?
Steal a car with a baby in it, like you will always be known as the guy that stole a car with a baby in it.
Why do you even think that's in the question? I don't want no baby. I don't want to steal my best friend's car. I want either of those things. Like,
imagine you look back, like, yeah,
of course,
I'm gonna be in this movie.
Would you rather?
Yeah, get you some residual checks from this movie.
It would never be like, would you bone Salma Hayek or would you not go into work tomorrow? Like, it's not going to be a fucking, it's not going to be a good thing. None of these are good.
No, I didn't say it was good. I just said it was easy. I would absolutely be in a movie, pay me my money. I'm going to look like a tard, but that's fine. I'll do
a tard.
Can't use that word.
I didn't say that. I didn't say re at the beginning.
No.
It's
I
fine.
didn't say
I
Reed, so it
checked.
doesn't
I
count.
checked. I checked. It's good.
Okay, not okay.
Reddit said it's fine.
Oh my gosh.
Nobody said it's fine.
But yes. So it
Yes.
turns out top 5 viewership in Netflix is The Watcher. Never seen that on Netflix.
Mm-mm.
Night Agent, also a Netflix original, and then Wednesday.
I saw
So the-
Night.
So
You saw Night Agent?
Yeah.
okay, Superman not being a part of it, and that being the highest thing there, and he's not going to return to The Witcher. That's not a thing to you.
Said
I
the
was
Watcher.
like, Superman's not on Netflix.
I said, I see what you're saying. You're saying Cavill.
Talking
The
about
Watcher.
Cavill.
The Watcher,
The
not
Watcher.
Witcher.
I heard The
The
Witcher.
Watcher, not Witcher.
I've never seen The Watcher. We're
Yeah,
good.
I never even heard of it. I mean, I've seen
heard
the
of
movie.
it, but I think it's dubbed. I thought it was dubbed, so I was like, no thanks.
Oh, The Watcher. I think I did see it. No,
Mm.
and if it is, it's what's his face? Fucking Dexter's in it.
Yes,
Michael C. Hall?
yes.
I did see this movie. Oh, that was it. Wait, no, it was a show.
It's a
Huh.
series.
Yeah.
No, but I did see Night Agent. That one was pretty
I don't remember Night Agent. I don't think I saw
Yeah.
it. But
Gosh.
so One Piece has 18.5 million views, and that's right below The Watcher and right below Night Agent.
Mm.
And both of those were like 20, 22.
Mm.
And the number 1 spot at views for the first 5 days is fucking Wednesday at 40 million.
Never watched it.
No.
Double.
Never
Yeah,
watched it.
I watched an episode, and then me and my wife were just kind of like, it wasn't really for us, so we just
I heard it.
stopped.
I started that first episode and I was like, this is some CW shit. I am good. And just
No, it's not. It's really not.
I
backed
hear it's
off.
good. I just
I was like, I
could-
already watched Sabrina. I didn't need a new Sabrina.
Oh, Sabrina was so good though.
right.
watch it
But I
again.
was like, I already enjoyed that Sabrina and I already I already suffered through Riverdale. So I'm good on Wednesday.
Fucking bullshit. Why does everybody do a dance episode? Fuck you. We will never do a dance episode. We're gonna do a dance episode.
And then it's
What?
like, da, 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 da. Cue the dance episode.
Even Buffy, the Vampire Slayer, in '96 did a fucking no.
Buffy was out of high school. Of course there was a dance
Right.
episode.
So why are they doing it now? Like, stop.
No. Everyone wants to boogie.
Yeah.
Doesn't like to boogie.
Or at 10:44.
We're at 10:45, guys.
But yeah, One Piece. I still
I
watch it.
mean, I'm excited. Season 2. Next, we get to go to Drum Island and we get Chopper, and it's gonna be. Then we
Give me Chopper.
I'm gonna watch that shit, never seeing any of that.
It's gonna fuck it. It's gonna
Why
fuck
I
you up,
wanna
dude.
see it.
get.
I want to see that because what you just said, like, oh, we're gonna see Chopper. Like, I have no idea what the fuck we're gonna see.
Drum
but-
Island, Chopper. I
I'll
can't
try
wait
my-
to see that Chomp
At
Chomp
the
food.
same time,
I agree.
what if they do this? Like, this has to last 10 seasons. You're not gonna see. You said Chopper till 3rd season. You know what I mean? Like, they have to
It's the
figure
next
out.
step. The first season already made it all the way through the East Blue. Like they already knocked out the first.
So the first season, 60 episodes.
Yeah, it's like 60 episodes deep. They already knocked out East Blue. They already got the first group, and the next
Wait,
character
we're
that
not
they
talking about
get.
Netflix.
Yeah, the next
So Netflix
the next
season
part of the
1,
anime.
if you
is
compare it to
picking
the
up Chopper.
anime, yeah, the anime went through maybe about 50, 60 episodes.
It did
So
in 8 episodes. They covered 60 episodes.
They covered a lot of ground, and but
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like they're rushing it.
They didn't rush it. And
They
that's
cut the fat.
beauty
They
of
really go
it.
straight to it. It's
I don't like the way you said that. You looked directly at me when you said that.
they cut the fat.
the fat. Damn. The beauty of it is that when you watch it, it's like you're moving at the same pace as the Straw Hats in the show. Because what people
Who's the
often
Straw
what we
Hat?
don't realize, they're called the Straw Hat Pirates. Often what people don't realize is that everything that happened to the Straw Hats before
Yeah.
the time skip happened in 6 months. Those
You
motherfuckers
just-
are going through something every day. We're talking at the same time, Ash, and we can't hear shit you saying.
saying you're saying it as if I've seen it. I've not seen it.
I was basically talking to Luis.
Yeah. It's exciting stuff. It's exciting stuff. But you know what? You're right. I guess I didn't think of that. Everything that's
Right?
leading up to that, it's a 6-month period.
It's
every
6
day-
months.
Because
Yeah.
it takes 20 episodes to finish the Buggy arc, and it's like, no, I fought you in an afternoon, boy.
It's an afternoon worth of fight. It seems like it was over
If
several
I
days.
start that tomorrow, like
You're gonna be hooked, dude.
you already know what you're not accepting. You already know what you are accepting. I don't know, like, oh, okay, why am I?
No,
why,
I accepted all of it.
why
Even
am
though
I
some things were
upset that
different.
Darth Maul has 8 legs? Like, I don't know. But if I see Darth Maul with 8 legs, I only know that because of the lore. I don't know that he's alive. One Piece, I have no fucking clue what the fuck I'm
That's
talking
the best way to go into it, though, man. You're going in blind, and you get to feel something.
That's why we're doing this show, is that I haven't seen it.
You're gonna like it.
Okay.
I guarantee it.
It's gonna make you want to look in the anime, like, who the hell is this? What happened with that?
Dude, as a result of fucking watching Netflix, the One Piece on Netflix, I just bought like a shit ton of the manga, and so I've been now reading these while I'm on like my lunch break at work. I just downloaded them all so that I can try to catch myself up. So I'm a nerd.
Nerd.
Anyway, yeah, One Piece. So moving on to our final topic today is Ahsoka.
Woo.
I haven't seen an episode. I think Ash and Mose have, so I'm going to let them take the conversation and I will react.
I am at with the blast shield with Luke. That's where I'm at.
Oh, I only watched the first. I haven't watched the 4th episode yet. I heard good hype about it.
Getting with the hot Asian girl. And also fucking Rosario Dawson. You're the first episode?
Ahsoka. So I was told that you only needed to watch the last season of Rebels to prep you for Ahsoka. So that's what I did. I knew about Rebels, but I didn't watch it because none of the characters in it, I didn't read a ton of the lore or the extra books. So I was like, if there's no Skywalkers in it, why am I watching it? I only know about those guys.
It's a little extra, like, because Clone Wars wasn't cheesy, but Rebels,
No.
I watched like a couple episodes. It was a little cheesy.
That's because it was on Disney XD.
Not in a very long time, so
It was on Disney XD, so it was definitely catering to a slightly younger audience than
You can feel
us.
it.
So I really wasn't feeling it. And then I read about Thrawn, and so I was like, oh, Thrawn. So anyways, I got into it. Watched the last episode, the last season to prep me for Ahsoka. And it was it's like
spoilers.
Remember, since you brought up Daredevil, remember in Luke Cage.
We said 2-4 because there's a death that I'm not. No, I want to. No, he doesn't know. Okay.
I'm like, what?
No, I think she said she saw 3 episodes.
I have seen 3 episodes. The first 3.
And that's what you've seen. You haven't seen the 4th.
No, I haven't seen the 4th either.
No, but yeah.
So you guys are in the same spot.
Yes,
Yep.
but I was just saying, like, remember in Luke Cage when Rosario Dawson's character Claire learns how to fight, and you're watching her, and you're like, why are you trying to act like you can hold your own with ninjas? Like, good for you. You learn. Like, get out of here. You can't fight these. And that's how I felt a little bit watching Ahsoka. I was like, Rosario Dawson, you can't fight. It's hard for me. I was kind of like, but no, I get to see some cool Force shit. It's cool to see some of the Force stuff. And she's got this whole wandering Ronin vibe going. And I'm just like, all right. It's okay.
That's her Padawan.
I know. I got it.
That makes sense.
And they said she can't have a Padawan because she's no longer a practicing Jedi.
It makes sense that that's her. Like,
I read. Somebody said she went to the Gal Gadot School of Acting.
It's almost like a Luke. Like,
Wow.
You're not ready until you're ready. And there's people that are like, you're ready at 3. You're ready at 4 years old. And there's other people that are like, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're ready now. Like, fucking, when Luke showed up and fucking returned in all black, we thought that was the shit. That what was the best is him showing up for fucking Baby Yoda, and I'll still say it like that, is when he fucking did all his shit. All his fucking Return of the Jedi shit was the Return of the Jedi. And it wasn't. It should have been what the fuck he did to get just to the baby. You know what I mean? And it wasn't like, it wasn't Return. It just wasn't. Especially what we know what a Jedi is now.
Yeah.
Even when we saw Phantom Menace, we never saw fucking Luke run like this. We never saw fucking all the fucking powers that they actually have. But we will get to there because there was no Jedi. So Ahsoka is good. I just don't know what I'm missing because I don't know the I didn't watch Rebels. I did watch the Empire that turned good, that is bad but good. The Bad Batch. Like the Bad Batch, I'm good, but
Bad Batch was great. Loved it.
I'm really into that. Like I'm good to the story level. But
I fell off a Bad Batch. I fell off. That Omega character got on my nerves.
she really did.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't keep watching y'all have to save Omega. I was like, all right.
But yep.
It's all right. It's basically like,
see, and that's what I've been hearing. Like, I've been hearing that a lot, like a lot of negative actually. So it's like,
I haven't been hearing the best reviews either.
like there's this reviewer that I followed, and he's
because you guys know like where it works. I don't know that it's working, and then I know that it's not working for me.
What are you talking about?
the show.
Yeah.
Got it. Because I mean, I'm gonna see it. I will. Like, I'm a nerd. I enjoy this shit, and I probably when I see it, I'm gonna end up being like, why did it take me so long to watch this thing? But the thing that Jeremy Johns is a YouTuber reviewer that I follow a lot, and one of the things that he said, he's like, we're on episode 4. He's like, I was gonna do it sooner. He's like, but then I decided no, and then I'm like, I guess
there's a specific death that I want to handle. There's a death.
There's a death in the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll talk about it. Well, I mean, not now.
I want to do. Let's catch up. Because I want to, because I handle it because I'm not a fan, but it's a bad death. Okay.
Look into this.
You're not, you guys aren't
I'm watching. But what he said about it was that the show is just meh, but when it's Star Wars meh, it hurts even more. Like, I'm like, oh, I guess that makes sense. But anyway, that's just what I keep hearing. But I do want to see it. I will see it soon.
Right.
There's been some toxic complaints. There's been some unnecessary complaints, and then there's been some constructive criticism. Like I said, I saw somebody say she went to the Gal Gadot School of Acting, and I was like, she a little stiff. That's what I mean by that wandering Ronin. It's just very formal acting for no reason. And I know it seems like she wants to speak in poetry, but it would just be so out of context. It's interesting. It's like, you see what she's going for, but it's kind of like, yo, relax. Just relax. Take it a little less serious. Take yourself a little less seriously.
Oh, I got to check this out now.
Yeah. But I'm going to keep watching. Yeah.
By next week, where do you promise to be, Luis?
I will be caught up. If you finish One Piece, I will be caught up with Ahsoka.
You can finish One Piece in a day. Oh, virtual shake.
Also, Luis,
bro.
Still you. Luis.
What's up?
Would you rather
Oh boy.
Eat 5 dicks.
that's you. That's your status. Would you rather? Would you rather
Okay.
eat a pound of dirt to a child you're about to adopt?
Oh, feed. I thought you said eat.
Oh, feed it?
Eat. Eat.
So I am going to eat it?
Uh-huh. A pound of dirt to a child you're about to adopt on the day they meet you.
In front of a child you're about to
Of
adopt
course.
on the day they meet you. That's what you mean. Okay.
Okay, I was like, I'm so confused.
Or
Or would you rather be the third
You got
man?
nothing, you motherfucker. You got
You're
nothing.
scrambling.
You're
He's
making
all-
it up on the fly.
I do.
It's like
Or would you rather be the third man to make it on the moon?
I'll be the third man. I don't want to adopt a kid and eat dirt.
eat dirt.
Would you rather eat a pound of
Yeah.
shit or go to the moon?
No, you get to adopt a kid out of poverty, out of fucking whatever.
Then I'll be in
No.
poverty. Like, no, I'm not doing that.
Exactly.
I live in
No.
California.
The whole point of it is your name was never going to be mentioned. It's like, me guys. Okay,
He still went on the moon though.
I still have to adopt a kid. I don't give a shit. I'll be on the moon.
I'll be on the moon. I don't give a shit if anybody knows my name was on the moon. Bitch,
That check still cashes. I'll tell you that.
okay, I still went to fucking space. What you been doing?
what check is cashed by you being on the moon?
Astronaut checks.
Yeah, NASA be paying me some
Astronaut
shit.
checks.
Astronaut checks, homie.
And then you'll see me at Frankincense. I'll be signing shit and be like, I was there too.
My
Astronaut
too
checks.
was on the moon.
I'll be doing press releases. Before you know it, I've got a book on tape. I'm talking about how you believe in yourself.
He's
Then I start
my
speaking
too-
and
What's the
middle
name of the
schools
book?
and
I
shit.
too was on the moon.
I too was there.
There was the first guy, second guy. You're the
And
third
then
guy.
me. And then me.
I mean, the alternative is me eating a pound of dirt in front of a kid I'm going to adopt on the day I adopt them. So,
Kid's gonna
Yeah.
be freaked the fuck
I mean,
out.
I don't want to eat that much dirt.
Nor adopt a child.
But
That's just a
Mainly
negative.
that. Mainly that.
Mainly, I would never adopt to eat dirt to get that kid's all. Oh, yeah, they're
Okay.
good.
Yeah, all right.
They can do better than me, I'm sure. And that will wrap up our show for the day, guys. We did it. We made it
Great.
through. This
We
was a
won.
rough one. If you stuck around, oh my god. If you stuck around, comment now and be like, it wasn't that bad. Just say something so that it's an inside joke and we're like,
It wasn't that short.
Yeah. It was girthier than it was short. I get that a lot, actually. I'm built like a hockey puck. All right, so everybody have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're listening to this. You two have anything to say before we sign off?
Nope. Good night. We didn't hear you. Say it again.
I don't.